Ekadashi can fulfill all desires. Om Vishnupad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosvami Maharaj. You know how delicious Jagannath prasadam is. The pandas, priests of Jagannath temple brought some prasadam to Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who was performing kirtan with his associates. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. In general, the pandas and others in Jagannatha Puri don't observe Ekadashi. They think they have tightened the legs of Ekadasi-devi and tied her upside down on the branch of a tree so that no one would have to observe Ekadashi. They say, this is the glory of mahaprasada, that even on Ekadashi, Janmastami, and Rama Navami, you have no need of special fasting. You can take prasad, and after that you can take betel-nut, and sometimes cigarettes, no harm. And just go on chanting, Jagannath, Jagannath, Jaya Jagannatha. The pandas considered, if the Gaudiya Bhaktas from Bengal and Vaishnavas from other parts of India come here on Ekadashi, then our mahaprasadam will not sell and our business will go down. Also, if all of them are observing Ekadashi and we are not, they will laugh at us. For these reasons the pandas offered Mahaprabhu Jagannath mahaprasadam on Ekadashi. They thought he would be in a dilemma and would then take it. What did Mahaprabhu do? He said, we should not dishonor mahaprasadam, nor should we dishonor Ekadashi. Then, with all his devotees, he began to perform kirtan again, offering prayers and dandavat pranamas to the mahaprasadam from so many Vedas, Upanishads, so many Puranas, and Srimad Bhagavatam for the entire night. Mahaprasad is himself Krishna. Mahaprasade Govinde. Nam Brahmani Vaishnave. Swalpapunyavata Rajan. Vishwaso Nav Jayate. Those who have very few pious activities to their credit can never develop faith in Mahaprasad, in Sri Govind, in the holy name of the Lord, or in the Vaishnavas. Skand Puran. Those who are not fortunate cannot honor Mahaprasad with the understanding that it is Govind himself, as they cannot understand that Krishna has invested all his power, opulence, mercy, and everything in his name. The holy name of Krishna is Krishna himself, and Mahaprasad is Krishna himself, and the pure Vaishnavas are also non-different from Krishna. There is a special power in them. We should not neglect them. Mahaprabhu spent his entire night in such glorification. Then, at 4 am he went to Swargadwar, to the ocean. There he took bath, then returned to his place and performed Achman, put on tilak, and did ahanik. Even though he is Krishna himself, he was doing this. Why was he remembering Krishna? His heart is that of Radhika, so he remembered Krishna, Krishna. After performing his morning duties, he offered pranam and took prasadam, and then he went for darshan of Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra. He did not see Jagannath, Baldev, and Subhadra, however. He only saw Vrajendranandan. He was just about to faint, but he was caught by Chandaneshwar, the son of Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya. Sarvabhaum had told his son, always go to the Jagannath temple with Mahaprabhu, and when he is about to faint, you should protect him from the fall. We should try to observe Ekadashi in this way, not taking so many times water, juice fruit, milk, and so on. If you are young and healthy, you can go the whole day and night without taking anything, even water. If you cannot do this, then you can take one time in the afternoon or evening. If you are sick or weak, then you can take something small, 2 times a day, to maintain your life so that you can chant, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. More concessions have been given for Western devotees because they are weaker in body. Otherwise, they are very strong. I have seen so many Western devotees, especially lady devotees, who fast the entire day and night and not sleeping. There are so many benefits from observing Ekadashi. In colleges, hospitals and all workplaces, We see that leave is given for students and workers once a week so they can take rest, and the next day they can work with full energy. Otherwise, they would not be able to continue their activities over the years. They must take some rest. This is also true regarding our stomach. In our stomach there are some bacteria that are helpful for our health. These bacteria are always working for our digestion, so if they become sick or tired, then you will become sick. We should try and give them rest for one day at least, so that the next day they will work again with great energy. Secondly, you see that in the ocean, especially from Ekadashi to Purnima, there are very large waves. This is because the moon attracts all the waters of this planet. Wherever there is water, the moon attracts it. In our body there is much water, and especially on Ekadashi day the moon will attract it. If there is any disease, that disease will increase so much. It is best that we check these things, especially grains, corn, wheat, and things made by them. It has been said that sometimes you can take water, and there is no harm in that. If you put water on a stone, the stone will at once become dry again, all the water will disappear. On the other hand, if you pour water on some cotton or blotting paper, they will soak up the water and take hours to dry. Preparations made from grains, wheat, rice, corn, and dal are like cotton in our stomach. The moon attracts that water in them and diseases increase. So many people die in hospitals from Ekadashi to the full moon and Ekadashi to the new moon. To check our diseases, it is very essential to follow Ekadashi. From Gurudev June 5, 1998 lecture on Ekadashi. On Ekadashi, the moon comes closer to the earth, and therefore it attracts water from everywhere, from the sea, from the river, from our bodies, and so on. If one takes any grains on this day, the grains become like blotting paper. If you drink water, the water will very soon pass out from the body. However, if you take grains and water together, the grains become like blotting paper or cotton. Grains hold the water. Even if you squeeze the cotton, some water will remain. Similarly, if you eat any grain, it becomes like a sponge. It will hold a lot of water. The moon will attract that water, and all your diseases will increase. You can see this in the sea or ocean. At this time there are high tides and the waves become very high. These are external reasons for the body. I have told this for those who are attached to their bodies. Even persons who do not believe in God should observe Ekadashi. In India, all kinds of devotees follow Ekadashi. Mayavadis, impersonalists, Shaivates, worshippers of Lord Shiv, Shaktas, worship of Durga-devi, and Ganesh worshippers. Both ladies and males, and children follow, but nowadays everything is finishing. Almost everyone is avoiding Ekadashi, as a very big storm from western countries went to India and affected everywhere. In ancient times there was a king named Ambarish Maharaj, and he was in a dilemma regarding whether or not Ekadashi should be observed fully. There was a very high class of Brahmavadi named Durvasa Muni who could fly in the air, and who could go to Brahmalok and everywhere else. He could disappear, he could take any form, and whatever he would order would happen. He could curse someone by telling him, "Oh, you should die at once," and that person would die. He was also a very angry person. Durvasa came to the palace of Ambarish Maharaj, and Ambarish Maharaj requested him, "Please take prasadam here today, because it is Dvadashi today, Paran day." On Dvadashi day, the day following the Ekadashi fast, the fast is broken and the Ekadashi observance is completed by taking Paran at a prescribed exact time. Ed. Durvasa said, "I will return very soon. I am going very near to the Yamuna river. I will take bath and do some other things, and then I will return." He went, and then knowingly delayed and came back late. Before he returned, only a few minutes remained before Paran time. Ambarish Maharaj was thinking, what shall I do? On one side, if I take Paran I will be dishonoring that Mahabrahmavadi, and on the other side, if I honor that Brahmagyani I will be dishonoring Ekadashi. If anyone observes Ekadashi without taking water, but does not take Paran in time, then the fruits from Ekadashi go away. Ambarish Maharaj therefore wondered what to do. At last he decided, let the Brahmavadi be angry, no harm. He will come and curse me, saying, you should die. No harm. In my next birth I will again be okay. On the other hand, if I dishonor Ekadashi and do not take Paran in the proper time, then my bhakti will go away. I will be dishonoring Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and I will be ruined forever. If my bhakti leaves, then what will be the use of honoring Brahmavadis and doing other things? I should not dishonor bhakti. He then took Charanamrit, the water that bathed his deity, without tulsi, only water because he had done Nirjala, a full fast, on the previous day. If he had not done Nirjala, then water would not have been sufficient to observe the Paran. He would have had to take some grain or anything similar. Thus, he took only one drop of Charanamrit to observe Paran. That Rishi then returned. Knowing, by his trance, that Ambarish Maharaj had taken the Charanamrit, he gave a curse. He took one hair from his Dryadlochk, matted locks, and told it, you should become fire. At once that hair became a big and powerful fire demon, Kritya, a Rakshasi, or man-eating, demon. The fire demon asked Durvasa, what I should do? The Rishi replied, or you should at once burn Ambarish Maharaj to ashes. He is inimical to Brahmagyani Rishis. He does know how to honor me. Kritya attacked at once, but Krishna Sudarshan Chakra, Krishna ultimate disc weapon, was there, always protecting devotees. We have no faith in Krishna protection or perhaps just a little, a shadow. We do not really believe that Krishna will come, and Chakra will come, and save us. Sudarshan is always here and there. He never destroys anyone, rather he gives Sudarshan, a light by which you can see Krishna. He is always saving devotees everywhere, because he can go everywhere. He was watching and observing Durvasa Rishi and Ambarish Maharaj. He came at once. In a moment he burnt that very big demoness and began to pursue Durvasa Rishi. Why was he following Durvasa? He can fly faster than Durvasa, so why did he not catch and destroy him? Why did he only continue chasing him? This is because Durvasa Muni was actually Shankar, and Shankar is a Bhakt. The apparently demonic behavior of Durvasa Muni was only to glorify Ambarish Maharaj. Durvasa is actually a high class of devotee. He is Shankar. Chakra was following only to make a show, to make a pastime in order to glorify Ambarish Maharaj and Ekadashi. Otherwise, even Shankar cannot escape Sudarshan Chakra, he could have been burnt. But Shankar is a manifestation of Krishna. In Brahmalok he is Sadashiv, Vishnu Tattva. Knowing this, Sudarshan Chakra only chased him. Durvasa Rishi went first to the planet of his father, Brahma, who refused to help him. He then went to the planet of Lord Shiv, but Shiv, Shankar, also refused. And finally he approached Lord Vishnu, who refused and told him, I am not independent. I am dependent on my bhaktas. If someone gets a thorn in his foot, that thorn cannot be removed from his head. It must be removed from his foot. Vishnu told him, Bhaktas are my feet, they are my heart. I cannot save you. Go back to Ambarish Maharaj, and if he accepts and forgives you, then okay. Durvasa Rishi immediately returned to earth, to the palace of Ambarish Maharaj. He fell flat at the feet of Ambarish Maharaj and began to pray, "Oh, please forgive me." Ambarish replied, "You should forgive me. It was because of me that Sudarshan Chakra chased you everywhere and made you suffer. First, take prasadam, then we will discuss whatever you like." Maharaj Ambarish then served delicious prasadam to Durvasa Rishi, who saw the glory of Ambarish Maharaj. Aho anantadasana mahatvam drishtam adyami. Kritakso, pai yad rajan manglani samihse. My dear king, today I have experienced the greatness of a Vaishnav, for although I have committed a grievous offense by trying to kill you, you have prayed for my protection and well-being. Srimad Bhagavatam 9.4.68. Durvasa Rishi said, "Oh, today I have seen how glorious are the Vaishnavas. So, today I must observe Ekadashi to become a devotee like you. If you want to become a devotee like Ambarish Maharaj, or like the parents of Krishna, Nanda and Yashoda, then you must follow Ekadashi." Nanda and Yashoda followed Ekadashi in Vrindavan, and from Vrindavan they came to Ambika Kanan near Mathura and followed there. If they were doing this, why should we not? We must observe Ekadashi, and with care. Then, bhakti will come to us automatically. We must follow Ekadashi under the guidance of pure Vaishnavas, and also perform kirtan under such guidance. If you are doing bhakti, that is okay. But if he is under the guidance of a devotee who has relation with Vraj, who has Vraj bhakti, who is rasik, knowing all tattvas, that pure devotee can remove all doubts and can put Radha, Krishna, and Mahaprabhu in your heart. Under the guidance of this calibre of Vaishnav, be always in Vrindavan, and always chant and remember. Both at the same time, chant the holy name of Krishna and remember the pastimes related to that name. For example, if you are singing Govind Damodar Madhveti, Govind Damodar Madhveti, you can remember the pastimes of Govind. When there was torrential rains sent by the demigod Indra, Krishna held up Giriraj mountain for 7 days to protect the residents of Vrindavan. After 7 days, Indra realized that he had committed a great offense at Krishna's lotus feet. He came to Krishna with his elephant and Surbhi cow. He performed Krishna Abhishek, a sacred bathing ceremony, and then told him, "Oh, you are the protector of the cows, Gopas the cowherd men and boys, Gopis the cowherd women and girls, Govas the cows, the land, and all the other residents of Gokul, so your name is appropriately Govind." You can remember this pastime. For example, you can also remember the pastimes of Damodar. You can remember the pastime of Yashoda binding Krishna and Krishna weeping, "Mother, mother, don't beat me." Once, Srimati Radhika and the gopis were there sitting with Krishna. Lalita took the corner of Srimati Radhika veil and a corner of Krishna Pitambar and tied the two corners together. Then, all the gopis began to sing the kirtanas of marriage, and Vishakha became the priest. When Radhika realized what was happening, she started to run away, but Krishna was bound to her. The gopis bound Krishna so he could not leave Srimati Radhika, he would always be with her. In this way, he is Radha Damodar. We remember Radha Damodar. Srila Rupa Goswami established the deity of Radha Damodar, not Yashoda Damodar. Yashoda Damodar is only a part of Radha Damodar. We should remember and chant like this, and always being in Vrindavan, thinking, we are in Vrindavan with Vrajvasis. Also, when you are chanting, Jaitan Surto Pangor Mama Mandgati, Sarva Swapdam Bhojo Radham Dan Mohano. All glories to the all-merciful Sri Radham Dan Mohan. Although I am lame, foolish and devoid of intelligence, your lotus feet are my refuge and my everything. Chaitanya Charitamrit, Adi Leela, 1.15. Divyadvarindaranya Drumadha. Srimad Ratnagar Singhasnastho. Shri Shri Radha Shril Govind Devo. PreshthaleBhyah sevyamano smarami. I meditate upon Sri Radha Govind, who are seated beneath a vriksha tree on an effulgent bejewelled singhasan in the supremely beautiful land of Vrindavan, where they are always being served by their beloved Sakhis, headed by Lalita and Vishakha. This Govind, this pastime surrounded by all the gopis. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila, 1.16. You can remember the pastimes of Krishna surrounded by all the gopis. Gopinath 2. Gopinath deity at Radha Gopinath temple Vrindavan. And when you chant this verse, below, you can remember Krishna as Gopinath under this shade of Vanshivat. Shriman Rasarsarambhi Vanshivat Tasthita. Karshan Venuswaner Gopir Gopinatha Shriyastu Na. Shri Gopinath, who originated the transcendental mellow of the Ras dance, always stands beneath the Vanshivat tree, attracting all the Kishori gopis with the sound of his flute, thereby showering me with auspiciousness. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila, 1.17. Thinking that we are in Sevakunj, or that we are under the shade of Vanshivat, especially under the guidance of Srila Rup Goswami, and chanting and remembering, our Ekadashi will then be observed well. Shamrani Dasi, Gurudev, we always hear that we should not take grains on Ekadashi because sins are stored in them on that day. But why can we not take certain vegetables, like tomato and lauki? Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaj. It is not like with grains. They do not have the qualities of grain, corn, wheat, and dal, in that they don't act like a blotter paper of a ball of cotton. Especially it has been told, by a special story, that on the very day of Ekadashi, all sins, including Brahmahatya, the killing of a Brahman, Matrihatya, the killing of one's mother, Hatya, the killing of a cow, take shelter in grains and the things prepared by grains. And in addition, Shastra prohibits taking certain vegetables and other foodstuffs. A concession has been made for the Western devotees and in India for weak persons. If you are not observing the rules and prohibitions, then all kinds of sin will come to you, and if you have some bhakti, it will be destroyed. Weak persons can take something, as they like, but it must be within the foodstuffs allowed for Ekadashi. Children can also take as they like, but their mother and father should take care that they only take fruits and other foods allotted for Ekadashi. In evening class, we will discuss how we can develop our Krishna consciousness, how we can follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the teachings of Rup and Raghunath. We are only here for one day, so what can I tell? If we would be here for 7 days, or 10 days, as we are in other cities, then we could speak on one subject as a theme. No harm, though, I think that all are inspired by hearing this topic today. My request is, don't be weak, have great faith in your Guru, in your Shiksha Guru, in devotees, and in the pure name. If you have no taste, then again and again continue to chant, because the name is Krishna himself. It will give you darshan of Krishna. Krishna is coming to you in the shape of Ekadashi, in the shape of his name, but you are thinking, oh, it is enough to chant in any way, lahstum pestum, 1 round, 2 rounds, and without attention. Don't be like this. Krishna, his name, and Ekadashi can fulfill all our desires, and can even give Vrajaprem. Wealth cannot save us or solve our problems. But this can fulfill all kinds of desires and solve all kinds of problems. Have a very strong belief in the name, and observe Ekadashi, Janmastami, Rama Navami, Nrisingha Chaturdashi, Mahaprabhu birthday, and especially try to honor devotees. Don't neglect devotees by mind or by heart. Don't have any enemies. Gaur Premanande.